Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Giants and the Steelers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right out of the gate, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into...
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. Down the sideline he goes, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 62 yards. And the Steelers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. As a former DB, you might... The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get in. There he goes, left side. Inside the 20, Najee Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, 75 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. All right, the offense back on the field here. Let's see what they can do on this play. A first throw for the backup, Rosen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. And that's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, but instead a give up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. From midfield now, here's Rosen. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Now run straight ahead with Warren.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Warren. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, here's Rosen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
A handoff for Warren. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
On first down, it's Rosen. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And now it's Rosen looking. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. Past midfield. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Down Steelers.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I would guarantee you in their locker room, they talk about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only do you want to put it in the hands of your offense, but feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This 2nd and 4. Rosen off the play action. And this is caught. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed, but
the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a run with Warren. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Sheds off the tackle. And still fighting. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run it. Warren. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work.
So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. After the interception, here's Rosen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Here's Warren. Wiggles free.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here.
We are in the fourth and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive, 1st and 10.
On the run, it's Warren.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. Being chased out left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Now Rosen on first down. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown ground.
And the Steelers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, and now some space to operate.
Now he's loose again. He may go.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Jalen Warren,
66 yards.
and the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just...
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset from the 22. Here's 2nd and 8. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Wilson's actually going to throw it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Steelers and the Packers. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field.
But tonight we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the...
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Pickett to throw on first down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
First carry for Najee Harris.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Holding offense.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got this to Pickens.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Pickett.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. They'll run again with Harris. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Harris.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great play there. There to make the grab.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And all about time. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
It's brought in by Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sure didn't take this offense long to get within striking distance of the end zone. 2 plays.
Feel the energy? You can just feel it, can't you? Because they are creating it on offense, the way they're running the football. Now they've swept into the red zone. Momentum all on their side.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On the draw, it's Harris. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's
looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. 3rd quarter. Here we go.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
Pickett now on 1st down.
And his throw here is incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting unit's still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Shoves him aside.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Pickett.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and 10, here's Pickett.
And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Steelers' 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Johnson's got it complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Pickett back to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 35 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive, and now they can look at...
So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Warren, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Jalen Warren ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Steelers have put this...
Late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Rosen on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Able to fight through 1 tackle.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
42 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They'll try to run this one in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Connor Hayward
From a yard out.
And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was...
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
But Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew.